So this is a short video to show you how to set up a LapCabby Power 7 controller into the timed charge mode. So the first thing we need to do is to plug the LapCabby into the wall socket and apply the power to the unit. And this will bring up the three default screens: the monitor furniture, the Power 7, and then the time and date screen. So to get into the timed charge mode, the first thing we do is press the center button for 5 seconds. This will say, do we want the Power 7 to be always on or not? In this case, no. And we don't want to set up a manual time because we want to set up a timed charge mode. So center button to remove that. So now this gives us the option to set up timer 1. So there are 3 timers for every day of the week. And the first thing we do is set up the timer 1 for every day of the week, and then we go on to set up timer 2 and then timer 3. So we want to set up timer 1, and it starts on the Sunday, and it gives us a start time that we can accept, and we can change the start time using the plus and minus buttons. We accept the start time, and then we set a duration, the maximum duration being 7 hours and 59 minutes. Once we've accepted that duration, we've now set timer 1 for the Sunday, and we go on to set the timer 1 for the Monday in exactly the same way, with a start time and duration. Same for Tuesday, start time and duration, and we continue with that through the rest of the week until we finally set Saturday start time and duration. We've now set up timer 1 for the whole week. We do exactly the same now for timer 2. So yes, we want to set up timer 2, and we set up timer 2 in the same way. So we start with the Sunday with the start time and the duration, and we do exactly the same for every day of the week until we reach the Saturday start time and duration. It now says, do we want to set up timer 3? Well, in this case, we'll decide not to set up timer 3, so we'll say no, and that is the completion of the timer setup, and the power strips will now sequentially start if we're in one of those timer setup modes. And the unit is now running in a timed charge mode. If we want to come out of the timed charge mode, then again hold the center button for 5 seconds. Do we want the unit always on? No. Do we want a manual time? No. So now we want to switch off timer 1, switch off timer 2, and switch off timer 3. And we've now set up the timer is complete. It goes back to the default time and date screen, and the Power 7 is now not delivering power to the power strips.